Alright, welcome back to Resident Evil 6, Chris's campaign. Ow. We are now introduced to a more powerful Juavo. These are the mutated ones. I'd say they're fairly common. You know, most Juavo will transform into these guys. They'll also, I think, regenerate limbs. Like, if I was to shoot that guy's arm off, he would just grow another more dangerous arm, which is pretty cool. Hey, guy, get over here. I want to parry you. Ooh, yeah. I don't think that one... Oh, it did. That killed him immediately. I think counterattacks are actually more powerful than normal attacks, which is why I was able to just gently push him and kill him. Come on, attack me. Melee me so I can counter you. Come on. Do it. Or I'll just do that. Whatever. No big deal. Oof. He ain't having kids. Or staying alive, you know.
You two, stay here and tend to the wounded. HQ.
The wounded? What wounded are you talking about? There's either dead people or Juavos. What is that? Why can you jump down there? That's so pointless. I will say I like Chris's haircut. I don't know, it just makes him look a lot older. He's pushing 40 in this game, by the way, which is unusual because there's usually not many, like, over 30, you know, male video game protagonists that I can think of. And I do believe he's, like, actually 30. Or 40. Times like this is where I should switch to a gun, but I don't care, melee. Melee is just too much fun. Especially as Chris and Jake. I'm not saying Melee isn't fun as Leon, it's just Chris's animations are far superior to Leon's. Oh, and I'm running out of stamina, which means I gotta switch to a gun. Ow. Come on, pick him up. Oh. That's okay too. I am partial to the animation where you pick someone up and throw them. Because if you're able to time that right, you can actually throw them into another enemy. Because Chris will kind of lock on to the nearest enemy, and if there's no one there, he'll just kind of throw them. And yeah, there are like environmental kills if there's an enemy next to a wall or a you know, little box like that. He'll just slam their head into it and slam it so hard they blow up. There is going to be a serpent emblem very close to where we are right now. Not in here. I don't know why those boxes are unbreakable. And I will say, I do like the music in... I talked about this in Leon's campaign, that I think this game has one of the most solid soundtracks in the series. Say that 5 times fast. Solid soundtrack in the series. But... it sounds very much like a mix between Resident Evil 4 and 5, all of Chris's music, and I really love that, because those are two of my other favorite soundtracks in the series. And here we got the next Serpent Emblem. Can I really not get that with a knife? Come on. That's shenanigans. Well, there we go. Serpent Emblem number 2 in Chris's first level. I don't know why he's walking up those stairs so odd. Was that supposed to be a jump scare? Like, what was that? Someone just gently, like, banged on one of those shutters. That was a little weird, not gonna lie there, game.
We've lost contact with the recon unit. Proceed with extreme caution.
Roger, HQ.
I'm Chris Redfield. I don't need caution. Booyah. I love countering people. It's just so satisfying. It's a good feeling you get when you successfully counter someone like that. Oh, that's Piers. I thought that was a man. Like a bad man. Still Piers. I don't think there's anything else in this room of importance, so let's just go up the stairs.
Shit! Man down!
I will say that is actually startling. It's not scary, it's startling. There is a difference. Western game developers, take note. Dead Space, take note. Startling does not equal scary. Good creature designs, that is scary. Things popping out of vents, that is not scary. Oh no, here comes a necromorph! In another vent, I've never seen that before. I don't know why all these people have left their refrigerators open. It's a little weird, not exactly. Ow, where did you come from? What I did there is a quick shot. I used that a few times as Leon, but if you just press the aim and the action button at the same time, you'll kind of auto lock on to the nearest enemy and shoot them. Piers? Why did you go through that door? There's a door on the other side.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, in terms of story, okay, here we go. In terms of atmosphere, Leon's is my favorite. In terms of gameplay and story, Chris's is my favorite. In terms of overall fun, gameplay, and story, Jake's is my favorite. So I like all of them. They all have their different things, and oh, this is awesome. We're about to stealth kill this guy.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, if you go behind an enemy and he doesn't see you, you will do a stealth kill. One of Chris's stealth kill animations, if that guy wasn't near a ledge, we would have went up behind him and snapped his neck. But since he was near that edge, we threw him overboard. Those are some very 2D clothes there, people. And I want to say there's another serpent emblem around here. Yep, there it is. That's one of those that I'd say is a little harder to find. Come on. Alright, gotta cheat and use the sniper rifle I'm not supposed to have at this point. I hate when that happens. It's just a pace breaker, no worse feeling.
HQ to Alpha Team. That tenement building up ahead is the Ace of Spades. The UN staff that have been taken hostage are inside. Proceed with extraction.
Okay then, that muzzle flash looked like my feet were shooting. Chris Redfield turned into Bayonetta and put guns on his feet. I would not be surprised. That would be awesome. Resident Evil 7, make that happen. Make the playable characters Jill, Chris, and Jake, and have Chris have gun feet. And his hands are boulders. Wait, what am I talking about? I'm going crazy. See, that music right there sounded exactly like Resident Evil 4. Wait a minute. That is an oddly textured door. But yeah, see, it took 6 videos to get this interesting in Leon's campaign. And I'm already invested. I'm already super interested. It helps, again, that I like Chris better as a character, too. And I think his story is solid. A lot more solid than Leon's. Don't get me wrong, I liked Leon's story. I like Leon and Helena. I like Simmons. I like the fact that they had to fake their deaths, even though that really had nothing to do with the story. But Chris goes through a lot more. And I'm not going to elaborate any further, but before this game came out, I was really, really scared that they were going to kill Chris. I don't know why. It was just a feeling that I had that they were going to kill Chris. And, well, I'm not going to give anything away, but we'll see if that happens or not. And yeah, there's a cover mechanic. It works a lot better than it did in 5. And in 4, the cover mechanic was just about, like, hey, stand here and crouch. Release the button to stand back up. Crouch again. You only used it, like, once in the game. And 5's was really awkward. 6 it's a little better, but it's still not... Like, you're not going to be using this like Gears of War. which is good because then it doesn't just turn into a Gears of War game, which a lot of people like to say that this is just a Gears of War game with Resident Evil characters, which I really don't agree with. Because they said that about 5 also, but I will defend 5 until the day that I die. 5 is a damn good game. There's a really fun animation you can get to happen if you shoot those winged Juavos, and let's see if we can't get that to happen. We just need to down one of them real quick. Come on, fall down. Fall down. There we go. Let's see if we can't do this. God, I just love how hardcore Chris is. He's just like, giant moth creature, I'm gonna take your wings. And no, my Chris Redfield impression has not gotten any better. Never had a job so easy. What did that guy just do? He went up on that thing and then went right back down for no reason. And I'm sorry, but you're going to see a lot of me looking around for things because I like to explore areas. Sue me. This is pretty cool. I don't think you'd have this happen if you were Piers. Actually, no, you wouldn't. So Piers is going to fall through that window, and he's going to go through a different route, but I think Chris's is more interesting, so I'm not going to show Piers.
The muscle memory saved me there.
Yeah, they kind of explain away a lot of things. Like, you might be thinking to yourself in the back of your head, wait a minute, doesn't Redfield have amnesia at this point in the story? Why does he remember how to do all these things? Like, why does he remember how to kill so proficiently in melee and, you know, fire a gun? But they just kind of, Piers brings that up. He's like, oh, wow, for a guy with amnesia, you're a pretty good fighter. And he's just kind of like, well, I guess muscle memory is good and stuff. So yeah, they don't really go into more detail as to why Chris is still so competent.
Need a hand here. Make your way back to me ASAP.
We'll radio HQ for backup. You two proceed to the Ace of Spades.
Roger.